Hi guys, my name is Peter. I'm the educational coordinator and one of the general zookeepers here at Lake Tobias. And Lake Tobias is a small family-run zoo just north of Harrisburg. So many of you might have been here before. And I've learned that you guys are learning about fossils. And fossils are really cool because it helps scientists to figure out who lived back in the old days, the prehistoric time of the dinosaurs. Fossils are formed when an animal or plant dies, and they are buried into the ground by natural causes, and under long periods of time and lots of pressure, sand, silt, mud, and dirt will actually pile onto that animal. Now there are a couple of different types of fossils out there in the world. One of them can be an amber fossil, which tends to be insects as well as plants. And that amber is tree sap that kind of hardens up over time, has that orangey color. Another type of fossil is an imprint, which is when animals decay over time, and what is left is almost like a footprint. It's an imprint of that shape of that animal. So it could be very small, like this crustacean, or it can be as large as a dinosaur. Now we have some fossils here at the zoo, but they're the most unique fossil, and they're actually the bones of the animals. So I have a couple to share with you guys here. Our first one is going to be this one, which is a deer pelvis, which is just another word for a hip. So this was found out in the woods. So this is the hips of a deer. We also have a deer vertebrae, or a backbone. So this is one of the many backbones of an animal. Now we also have a skull, which is really cool. This is a prairie dog skull. We also have an opossum skull. And you can use skulls to figure out what the animal eats, their bone structure. So possums kind of have that pointiness to their head, and that's because that's kind of how their skull is shaped. They also have these big canines in the front for meat, but they also have these kind of flat teeth in the back that they use to grind up berries and fruits and things like that. So they're an omnivore, and you could tell that by their teeth structure. And the last fossil I have is a box turtle shell. And this is really cool because you can learn so much about an animal. Like when I flip this over, this box turtle, and all turtles and tortoises, as you see here, their shells grow out of their backbone. A lot of people don't realize that, but without this fossil, they would never ever have found that out. So turtles and tortoises actually do feel their shell. When you scratch them, when you touch them, that's because their backbone is attached to it. So it's really important to, if you do see a turtle or a tortoise crossing in the road, to help them move along, because it's very detrimental if they do break their shell. So these are kind of the fossils I have here for you guys. I hope you guys use this as well as the other information you learned through the song you'll figure out today, and enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy some fossils.